What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Hard Facts, back like Craig Mack, kicking that brand new flavor in your ear. As always, I appreciate y'all tuning in, and as always, I'm going to ask that you like the video and subscribe to the channel.
He's purposely making life harder for me since we've broken up. I know it's hard to see, but I've got a lot of things here, a lot of police reports.
Listen to me. I don't care.
I know.
You picked him. He has 7 children.
He does.
Hey, just a second. He has 7 children.
Yep, mine is number 7.
You wanted 1. Your clock was ticking. And it was time for you to have a baby.
Yep.
And you picked somebody who had 7 children and, according to you, if I read your complaint, is very often out of work. So you were trying to make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. That's very...
And to her, he probably is the most handsome Chad and Tyrone in the world. Because for whatever reason, she chose him to have a baby by. This is an example of woman entitlement. She comes in a courtroom with her police reports and sob stories about how he's making life hard. And Judge Judy summed it all up by saying, I'm looking at the man sitting in front of me. I'm looking at his resume. I'm looking at his profile on paper, who he is. You chose this bum. You chose this Tyrone. You chose this Chad, who barely has employment and got 7 kids. And most definitely a lot of child support, which is the reason why he tries to dodge employment, because they're going to take his money. You chose him. And all of us as grown, intelligent adults can confidently assume, which I know Judge Judy assumed, if not already knew from other information that came out through the court proceedings, you knew this about this motherfucker in the beginning. There was information that he gave you or that he hid from you that your women's intuition could have fucking went off with the red flags to find the information out that he was hiding. You knew this information that this motherfucker was not that guy. Didn't work consistently, had 7 kids, was a Chad or Tyrone, and you let him Chad and Tyrone your ass. You let him whisper all those sweet nothings in your ear, show you dick pics or let you feel on this dick or whatever the fuck, gave you butterflies in your stomach and made your pussy wet about the nigga enough for him to be running up in that raw, shooting up the club. And you wanted him to do that. You planned for him and settled and was okay with him doing that. Again, I don't want to get away from a major point of women entitlement. You made all of these bad choices pertaining to this guy, and then you want to go to other people and the powers that be complaining about this loser. People with sense, they don't want to hear that sob story. They all they want you to do is take accountability, and they want you to grow up. That's all they want. Okay, we hear you, but you need to grow the fuck up. This is a choice that you made, so you gonna sleep in the bed that you made. You gonna learn from this. You gonna learn today. But hey, she definitely hit the nail on the head on that one. So miss me with that. Get out my courtroom with that shit.
I'm not following that.
I don't know how you don't follow, Your Honor, because...
Very easy. You say, I'm going to use my $600.
My $600
and I'm going to give it
plus the XYZ amount from him.
What? Now, let's go to what XYZ amount is. What's the XYZ amount?
$350.
Okay, so $350 and $450, so you owe him $800.
I don't owe him anything.
Well, so let me ask you this. Now he says... Can I have the evidence back, please? Now he says, I want my money.
Because he got mad that I would not go out of town with him. Like, I don't go out of town with men. I don't go out of town.
Then you don't be stupid and take money from them. Then you don't be stupid and play.
Well, that's why I was going to give him the money. I'm not playing victim, Your Honor.
Then you don't play
I was going to give him my money so that he would not have to give me money. I don't know what's hard to comprehend.
Either that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It sounded to me like she planned to use her money and money that she was getting from him for something that she had going on. So the judge said it was 800, and she got that from the word of mouth of the plaintiff. 350 plus 450 is 800 that at some point she got from this man. And the judge is saying, look, at some point he asked you to go out of town with him, and you didn't think that highly of him. You didn't think of him to that regard. You didn't hold him to that esteem as far as romantically. But yet you are accepting his resources. And so the logic that Judge Judy is looking at that from is, don't accept gifts from motherfuckers whom are pursuing you romantically, and you don't want it to go to that level, but then you come into my courtroom when shit hit the fan and you want to be a victim. You taking money from this guy, and Judge Judy is like, look, you giving me all the information. I could read all of this shit and conclude it for what it is. You taking money from this guy because it was there, and you figured it was to be used by you to put with your money for whatever you had going on. And then when he let it be known what his romantic advances were, what he was looking forward to, or what he would like, and you turned it down, and he cut off his resources or whatever, that fucked your situation up. Now you want to come in here suing this guy, and that's what it sounds like to me. So the logic is, and this logic applies to dating. Don't accept resources from motherfuckers who you don't like that, who you are not going to entertain like that. And where you say that you can only deal with good-looking guys or Chads and Tyrones who get your pussy wet and make your stomach tickle with the butterflies because he's so handsome, this, that, and the third, well, you better make sure that motherfucker got some money then. So if you need to have the resources from the man and he need to look a certain way to get your attention, then you better make sure that good-looking motherfucker got some money, because you already know you want to sleep with him. But don't be taking resources from motherfuckers who you know you don't look at like that, because it ain't right. It's bullshit down to the level of it not being right, because you know what you're doing. You know you are extracting this man's resources with the idea of, I'm gonna use this for me, but I ain't. If he think he gonna get something for it, then that's his fault. When you know damn well he wants something for it. So that's what's not right about it, because it's a game. The same way when the roles is reversed, you don't want a man playing a game with you so that he can get some pussy, and then he looks at it like, well, at the end of it, if she don't get what she want from me, like the relationship that I told her I'd give her, if she don't get what she want from me, then look, that's on her, because she was the one looking for that. I wasn't looking for that. But I took from her kindness for a weakness, or her naivety for a weakness. The same way that the woman is taking that man's money, she's taking from him, and knowing that he wants something for it. A man is taking from you. He's taking advantage of your naivety. He's taking from you knowing that you want something for giving your trust to him like that. You giving your trust to him, and you want something. You want to be compensated for that. But at the end of it, he like, well, look, that ain't what I'm into. I got what I want, so I'm out. So the bullshit is what it is in both scenarios. Majority of you women, that's how y'all dating. And that's why we say no to spending money on first dates and second dates and third dates, and no to a woman's idea that that's what a man has to do in order to get her attention. and no to doing that anymore, because we all know it's a game. And where a lot of us were being the nice guys and trying to be old fashioned, where in the most current 10 years, you had guys spending money on women, on dates to have a good time and do this, that, and the third. And you being old fashioned, where you're trying to be the man to take care of whatever women that you are interested in, and take care of them to the degree of dating and this, that, and the third. And a lot of you women took that shit and ran with it, and not giving a man what he wanted. He wanted some loyalty from you for that. Even if he was doing it with several women. So what? He taking care of all of y'all. He treating all of y'all. But he didn't want you to be taking his resources out, running around, fucking around with all the men you can fuck with, and not giving him what he was looking for, which was commitment from you, access to you for the use of his resources, and the use of him being old fashioned and taking care of you and making sure you have a good time and making sure this bill is paid and that bill is paid, so on and so forth. Again, I don't care if he's doing that with 5 other women. He's not doing that for you with the expectation that you're going to be running around with other guys. Why the fuck he going to take care of you if you running around with other guys? So, women entitlement. Y'all entitlement get y'all mind twisted and fucked up about how y'all conclude to proceed in situations. But as always, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, until next time, y'all be easy.